Welcome back, ARK players, to a brand new video. Now, today we are going to be talking about something that, it's kind of in response to the community's feedback to the TLC #1 winner. Now, you probably would have seen in my video that I made, I think it was yesterday, we announced what creature has finished in first place and is now locked in for a TLC to come in 2026. But the community feedback has been interesting on this one. I wanted to share my opinion on this. I wanted to see what you guys thought of this. So if you do enjoy today's video, drop a like and subscribe, and let's get in with it. So yes, yesterday, well no, the 14th of November was lock-in day for our first creature, and the winner in first place was the Arenio Spider. And this is not the creature that I expected when they first, started this up to be the creature that would win the TLC. I always thought it could finish 5th or something, but the fact it ended up finishing 1st was absolutely mind-blowing. Now, I've sort of seen the community's response. I've seen how some people have reacted in my videos, how some people have reacted on TikTok, how some people have reacted on Twitter, and the whole community, and it seems to be a little bit mixed. And I saw a lot of negative comments saying they have no idea what the ARK community think they're doing, voting and locking in the Spider in first place. And I have mixed emotions on this, and I'm going to explain them to you guys now. And I really want you guys to let me know in the comments at the end of this video what you think the perfect top 5 is, but you have to include the Spider now because that's locked in. That's the way it is now. But the rest of the top 5, but also while giving your opinion and if you think the Spider is the right thing. So I personally like it. I'm not saying that it deserves to finish in first place. I don't think so. I think there are other creatures that would have been better to finish in first place. Whether you finish first or whether you get locked in at 5th, it doesn't matter. You're still going to get the best DLC wildcard can possibly do. And I really do believe that the Spider could actually be quite useful for us. I think it was Syntac and Heather, or it might have just been Heather, that I saw on Twitter mentioning, I hope we can make spider nests and dens at our bases. And I feel like wildcard could get really creative with this. When the Cosmo got added and, we could swing around the map and stuff, I feel like the Spider could really add in and shake up the meta in some sort of way. We could actually maybe get creatures stuck with our spiders, maybe use them in a way of some sort of narcotic as well towards other creatures to help with knocking them down. I feel like we could basically build our own spider dens that, the only crazy people like myself, no, I don't know if I could even, I'm not even scared of spiders. I tend to always even pick up a spider and put it outside. I've never been scared of spiders, but I still do get kind of the creepy crawly feeling. If you play Grounded before, or something like that, I don't know whether I could make my very own spider den, but it would kind of be cool if that was a feature. So I do believe that this Arenio Spider could actually really be good for ARK. And I completely understand where the community's come from, saying why on earth would this be the first creature on people's minds, but I think if we see the bigger picture to it, this could be quite useful. Now, of course, the current top 10 and, the top 5, the Therizino seems to, it's the first time I mentioned the Giga has ever been knocked off of the 2nd spot. And I know there's a lot of Giga fans out there that are panicking that little bit right now about a potential Giga drop out of the top 5. I don't think it will happen. I really don't. I could be wrong because I've said a lot of things in this TLC voting, and it's out of nowhere someone's dropped a huge donation and you just can't really predict it. If you want to get your donation in already, by the way, I said this in my other video, we smashed 5,000, our goal was 2,500, and we created a new goal and doubled it, and we managed to do it, so thank you guys. But if you do want to drop a donation, the link is always in the description. It will be in the description now until December the 12th, I think is the new date for the end of the donations. They said the 5th, but because now the 5th TLC is getting announced on the 12th of December, I'm thinking they may let the donating go on till then. So you can still do that now. But I personally think when I look at this, I am happy with the Therizino getting a TLC. I wouldn't say out of all of them on this list, it needs it the most. I still think it's fairly useful, but I do back it, and I'm happy if it gets one. The Giga, I'm a massive fan. Yes, I am one of the Giga fanboys. I know there's loads of people. I'm part of the Giga fan club, and I've really wanted it from the start to get one. Personally, I'm seriously disappointed the Carno dropped out of the top 10. I really expected the community to, you know, want to come together for the Carno. Like, I personally think it's pretty useless in the game. It's a good early tame for new players. But apart from that, I just think it's kind of useless. And I really believe it could have more of a place in this game. I've heard rumors that someone has dropped a big donation on the Pelagornis, which would be really strange, but apparently, I mean, I like how people are thinking outside the box here. And, you know, the Bronto clearly would also massively could do with a TLC, and I really think they could do some great stuff with there. But I don't think it's going to shift that much. I think there's a chance, and I'm sorry to Megalosaurus players, I see there's a chance that Megalosaurus could drop out of the top 5. It's been in the top 5 for weeks and weeks and weeks since this started. But these creatures, there's creatures out of nowhere popping up, and they're like sort of pushing the boundaries, and you're like, anything could seriously happen here. So yeah, as I said, you know, the spider's locked in now. There's absolutely nothing anyone could do to change that. And I understand people's frustration that it was the spider locked in straight away. But remember, we've got 4 more TLCs to get locked in. 4 more. It's still lots of time. We've got the next 4 weeks up until Christmas, December 12th, to choose what creatures are going to get changed in 2026. If I were to give my perfect list, now the spider's locked in, there we go, spider first. And I personally like it. I thought it was going to get one anyway, so I kind of had this in my mind. I just didn't expect it to finish first. I think the Giga needs one, and so if we go spider, Giga, Quetz, Carno, and in a dream world I'd put the Megalodon in there, but that would be my dream top 5. But because I think the Megalodons are useless on the game, but I think this current top 5 is also okay. If people want to see the Bronto or the Pelagornis potentially jump in, I think that's fine too. But it's really hard to decide what do you feel happy with dropping out, because no one wants any of the dinos to drop out. Everyone wants all of the dinos to get a TLC, but they're just not going to be feasible. And Jeremy, actually, it's a video I was planning on doing this week. Potentially tomorrow before the launch of the Osidon, was about how Jeremy said that there's still going to be loads of creatures getting TLCs in ARK over 2026 and 2027, but it's not going to be like these TLCs. These TLCs are TLCs where they're going to get a whole new look, are all new abilities, whereas Jeremy said they'll still be doing TLCs for some creatures that have become absolutely obsolete, but it won't be for the look of it. You know, what's the word I'm thinking of? This is the tough thing when you're not live streaming. The actual visual look, the visual appeal, the visual, yeah, you guys know what I mean. It will be just abilities. So some creatures will still be getting TLC abilities onwards from this, but just not looking any more updated. So I will go into more details of that in tomorrow's video, and then we will do some pre-Osidon stuff as well, because I'm sure Dolly will have lots to share tomorrow. Hopefully we can actually find out the official time that the Osidon is launching, so I'm seriously so excited for that. And again, guys, to end off this video, I wanted to say thank you for me being in another year of Extra Life on the Community Crunch. Like, the most crazy thing ever about my journey as being an ARK YouTuber is I have been in crunches before, like, but barely any. Like, and when I say before, mainly just my name involved in things. And since we changed up the content a bit and done some more event stuff, you know, especially this charity stream, you know, Wildcard put us in the crunch. Like, we've been in the crunch like nearly every single week since the beginning of, like, I don't know, since like mid-October, and it's just mind-blowing. And I just thank them so much, and I thank you guys, because if it wasn't for you, you know, we just wouldn't be in this situation, and I cannot wait to just keep on smashing new records with you guys, keep on growing this community, and adapting and getting the content even better. 2025 has been a fantastic year for the LoadedCrysis channel. I know I've had so many of you guys that contact me and tell me that, and I get so many messages as well from even devs. Some devs have said that as well, which for me, I feel blown away by that kind of support. Other YouTubers have sent me that message, and I thank you guys so much, because that's all I want to do. I want to keep improving, and next year I just got to think about how to level up again and take it to the next step. So, because next year is Genesis year. It's Genesis Part 1 and Part 2. We got to make it crazy. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. Also, if you don't follow me on TikTok, the link to my TikTok is down below always too. We're nearly at 11,000 followers on TikTok. We're having a lot of fun over there, posting content. Like, if you like watching short form content, they're about a minute long over on TikTok. Some are less than that. So, yeah, catch you guys then. And good luck to the rest of the creatures involved in the TLC vote. I'll see you for the next TLC video. Most likely, I don't think we'll have another announcement on the next TLC. If we get one, I'll post it this week, but I doubt it because of the Osidons. So next Friday. See you guys then.